Mark E. Parham. Real talk with real people talking about real issues facing small business today.
Hey, this is Mark Parham, and I'm back. And we're going to start the conversation out tonight with Kevin Ashford. He's the spokesperson for the Family Food Fest Atlanta 2016. Kevin, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks, Marcus. Thanks for having me on. I'm happy to be here.
Well, you coming back? This is your second time on. So we had you, actually, it was June 15th last year when you came on to discuss this event. So I mean, things are going well. So, Kevin, why don't you take a minute or two and just kind of do your elevator pitch and let people know who you are?
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Ashford. I'm the spokesman for Family Food Fest Atlanta. And we have an event coming up on Father's Day, June 19th, 2016, from 3 to 6 p.m. It's going to take place at the Georgia Freight Depot, which is at 655 MLK Drive in Atlanta, right by the old Underground and by the old world of Coca-Cola. It's going to be a food tasting event whereby we're going to give a multicultural celebration of fathers and Father's Day celebrating by bringing families together in a fun and energetic atmosphere. We're going to have a lot of cooks, chefs, caterers, restaurants, all preparing wonderful dishes for everybody to taste. And we're going to have some female chefs showcasing their skills as well. So it's a great event. We've been doing it for 2 years now, and it's our second year. And like I said, we've been excited about it, and we're just happy to have everybody come out. You can get more information about the event by visiting our website at familyfoodfestatlanta.com. Like I said, this would not be possible without the generous contributions of people like you, Mark. I appreciate you having us on for the second year. And other sponsors like WSB-TV, the Fulton DeKalb Hospital Authority, Southwest Airlines, Delta Airlines, MARTA, Georgia Power, and a host of other people. You know, like I said, it just helps to keep this whole event going. And I know you talked about how we can influence our community. And one of the things that we're going to be doing is, again, creating an event that's for the entire family. And by doing so, we're going to have people come out and taste the foods. But not only are you going to taste great food, but you're going to learn a little bit more about your health and the situation. You know, some people don't even know what they're allergic to in terms of food. So it helps to kind of understand your health situation. And by doing so, we're going to have a health pavilion that's going to be sponsored by Visions, which is a 501c3 nonprofit focusing on eradication of health disparities in the inner city communities. We're going to be doing health screenings and, you know, tests and things like that for them. And we're going to have a kids zone, as I mentioned. It's a family event, so we want to have something for everybody. And it's just a great event. Diane Lachey, who's the founder and manager of this event, has done a great job in just getting the word out. Like I said, we've been trying to talk it up and show what we can do, and it's just been a tremendous effort, and I'm very proud to be a part of this.
Man, you should be, because it sounds like it's a wonderful event. I was out of town last year, but I'm going to try my best to make it this year. I wish I could even throw something together and let people taste what I got going on. But
hey, man, we still have open tables. We can always use it, man, if you're good at what you do.
So tell me this. I know this event you do every year, but let's talk about you for a minute. I really like the fact that, you know, we talk a lot of times about small businesses wanting support from the community, but it's about time small businesses also need to support the community. So let's talk about your business, Catered Cakes, for a few minutes, and let's discuss what you've gone through to get your business started.
Well, Catered Cakes started – yes, okay. Yeah, Catered Cakes basically started just as an opportunity to I was doing a dessert tasting at an event many years ago, and people asked the question, and do you sell these? And coming from an entrepreneurial family, I was thinking, yeah, I guess I can. And over the course of the years, I've been able to just figure out what's important to people in terms of what their likes and dislikes are, and just basically try to get engaged with feeding the needs of my clientele and or people who don't even know me. I think one of the most spectacular things I've faced was the fact that somebody had my card from like maybe 5 to 10 years ago, and they kept it, and just by chance they pulled it out and they called me back. So it it made an impression on me, and it seems to me that I made an impression on them. So it's about providing good quality products in our communities, because all too often we find that we have to go chasing somebody else's dollar so far away from where we live, and it's just helpful to know that we have businesses and strong businesses that can actually provide services for our community whenever they need it.
Now, you mentioned entrepreneur family, so you go way, way back then. So let's talk about your history of entrepreneurship in your family.
Well, my grandmother on my father's side, she started a sweet shop, and that sweet shop turned into a grocery business. My dad used to be in insurance, and he eventually moved home, joined the family business. He started his own grocery store. My aunt started her own grocery store. They consolidated, formed a corporation, came back to one grocery store. So I've been seeing that, and he and all his brothers have all formed businesses in some form or fashion. So I've seen people who are making a difference and, forging a path for themselves and their family all my life. So it was just natural for me to follow suit. I did so in high school where I was, managing different projects and things like that. And it's just a matter of saying, how can we take this to another level and not just be consumers? How can we provide the services that people want as well? So I've seen that, and like I said, I've just been proud to be able to take part in it and help, create a legacy too.
Well, it's interesting because when James Bailey was on my show a couple of weeks ago, one of the key words he was using was exposure. A lot of times we just need to be exposed. So you were exposed to it, so it wasn't such a big stretch for you to feel like this was something you could do. So when you first thought about being an entrepreneur, so when was the first time you really thought about doing your own thing?
I think it was in college more so than anything else. And like I said, I was cooking because I love to cook and like to eat for one. But it was an opportunity to be able to take that product and sell it to someone else and know that someone is willing to pay for it. But the responsibility also comes with giving them something that's replicable and that's also a good quality product so they can come back to you. Because all too often, like I said, we find ourselves buying stuff that's, sometimes substandard, and then we keep chasing the next person. So it's good that you can find somebody that can be solid in what they do. And like I said, we have a lot of entrepreneurs in our communities, but we just have to know who they are and, basically support them. And I think one of the things that Family Food Fest does is give all our participants an opportunity to get some exposure. We give them access to thousands of people on social media outlets like, the major news channels, and just give them that exposure you were just talking about. Because, again, that's critical. If nobody knows who you are, they can't support you. That's just the key.
Right. That's right out of mind. So you're saying that a lot of the chefs at this event have their own businesses that are catering businesses and chef businesses and things like this. So this is not just some guy in his kitchen, is there? These are really qualified vendors that are coming out to cook for this event, then, is what you're saying.
No, actually, it's just the everyday dad and man and woman that can cook.
Okay.
I mean, like we don't want it to be such an event that we don't reach the community. Again, it's community-based, and it really started as grassroots. We basically just wanted to get people together to focus on family and just to come out and share food and share stories and just share, family traditions. And, of course, people who are cooks, some people take it to another level. They have their own businesses. They work as executive chefs and, major corporations like Chef Howard Warren, for example. He's the executive chef at Kroger, and he's coming out to do some things as well and kind of display his goods. We also have C.T. Martin and Chef Juan Montier, who's coming out too. And they're executive chefs, clearly, but like I said, we have city councilmen like C.T. Martin. And, we have Fulton County Sheriff Ted Jackson that's going to be out there with us. Atlanta Police Department. So they're not necessarily chefs in terms of profession, but they just like to cook, and they're just an opportunity to showcase their wares and what they're good at.
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be great. So I see you even have a few women this year too, then, huh?
Oh yeah, because we have Chef Ashley Keys. She's going to be providing some stuff for us as well. She's with Keys in the Kitchen and Choices for Kids. So she's there along with a couple other chefs that we have on board, and we're still recruiting. So it's not a closed thing. We don't have just 1, 2, but we have a number of chefs that are coming on board, and a number of just everyday caterers, cooks, and the like, people who just love food and love to let people know how well they like food. And like I said, they're going to be sampling their wares to the public, and we raise money for charity. And that's really what Family Food Fest is about, like getting that word out, just celebrating.
So what's the day like then? Okay, it starts at what time, and what happens during the day? So people, do they come for the whole day, or they come? How do people usually judge themselves when they come to it?
No, we respect people's time, and we realize it is a day to celebrate fathers. But this event is only from 3 to 6 p.m. So basically, at 3 o'clock, we kick off the event with media coverage, celebrating bands and just music and just welcoming people into the celebration, into the hall. And once they come in, they basically walk around. They pay one price to get in, and they walk around and sample all the different foods that all the vendors, cooks, and everybody else has available. And while they're there, again, they get the chance to learn more about just the health screenings, about different things they can do in their lives. They get to be entertained by celebrities, and some celebrities, like Xavier Lewis, for example. He's been on America's Got Talent, so he's well known in the industry. But we're going to have Alfred Salsa to do salsa dancing. So you get a little exercise.
Okay, I know they are.
So,
all right.
And, we have stuff for the kids as well. We have a panel discussion. So it's a 3-hour time frame where there's going to be a whole lot going on. So you can get a little bit, relax, learn a little bit about some things that we have going on there, go back and get another plate, and like I said, just make it a casual but family event. And we finish at 6 o'clock, and by that time we're going to announce the winners, the fan favorites, the people who wanted to be judged to see how well their goods are, and things like that. And just really celebrate all the people part in the event, all the sponsors and all the people like you who've been instrumental in helping get the word out, making this event a success. That's really what the day encompasses. But again, it's from 3 to 6. The guys come out, set up, pack up, go home, and still get a chance to relax a little bit and enjoy their day.
Outstanding. So once again, tell people how they can find out about it.
They can find out more about us by visiting our website at www.familyfoodfestatlanta.com. They can buy tickets at eventbrite.com or via our website. And like I said, just a couple of things, Mark. People need to be aware of. We have silent auctions going to be available there, and we're going to have a trip to the Bahamas that's going to be on board too. Okay. And like I said, we have Congressman John Lewis is going to be our chair people, and like I said, Con Jackson. Just a bunch of stuff going on. So like I said, we were looking forward to seeing everybody. Actress Kim Fields and her husband will be there. So like I said, we have people coming out supporting us. And like I said,
Tootie's married. I didn't know Tootie was married. Tootie's married.
Yeah, Tootie is married, and she's in Atlanta doing her thing. She's going to be out there helping us promote the event and having a good old time, man. So, like I said, just come out and meet her. Come out to the rest of the folks that are doing their good things out there and just celebrate Family Food Day.
All right, man. Well, thanks for coming out, and I look forward to seeing you on the 19th. I'll probably come out and do some interviews so we can get on record how good this food is and everything and how good a time everybody had. So, man, thank you for doing what you do, man. We really appreciate you. The community appreciates you. And I look forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks.
Same here, Mark. Thank you again for all of the things that you do for us, and we look forward to seeing you on the 19th.
All right, man. Well, you take it easy. I'll talk to you later.
You too, Mark. Thank you.
Family Food Fest 2016, Atlanta, Georgia. Sounds like it's going to be a great event. You need to be there. So this is Mark Parham. I'm going to go to break, and when I come back, I'm going to bring back on the one and the only Calvin Vishmael. He's the new CEO of Rainbow Push. So you listen to the Mark Parham Cap Builder Talk. Real talk with real people talking about real issues facing small business in your community. I'll be back in a moment.